Hello YouTube, this is Ham Radio Reviews, doing another video today on the Ailunce HD1 dual band DMR radio. In this video I will show you three things. First thing is to upgrade your firmware, how to upgrade the firmware of the radio. Then I will show you how to load an address book into the radio so that you get so that it shows you on screen the call sign and the name of the person you're in QSO with. And last but not least, I will show you how to program a Dmr Repeater into the radio with the software, with the programming software. A good thing about this radio is that you can program repeaters and memo and channels and everything without the need of a computer, but we might do another video for that specific, on how to program basically repeaters without the need of a computer. Okay, now let's move on. I will have links to the specific section of the video in the description in case you're interested in a specific part and you don't have to watch the whole video. Okay, let's move on to the first thing, how to upgrade your firmware. You can get the video from the HD1 resources link of retevis.com. Here's the link, retevis.com/HD1-resources. Okay, you can download the manual and various things here. You have the programming software. This is where you should download it from. A USB driver in case your computer does not recognize the radio when you connect it to your PC, to your USB. And here is the firmware. Latest firmware is 1.3.6. Let's download that. I have already downloaded it. Okay. Here in the folder I have here. Okay, now the first thing you need to do after you have downloaded the software, don't run it, you need to connect the radio to your computer, to the to your PC through the USB cable. Okay, this is the accessory port. Let's remove this. Unfortunately, you need a flathead screwdriver to unscrew this. And I'm saying unfortunately because the USB cable, like this, it has a notch here. The USB cable has you can screw it and unscrew it with your fingers. You don't need a flathead screwdriver. Like this, it's already connected. Okay, and you need to turn it on. To turn it on, first of all, make sure it is off first, like this. Now it's off. Okay, to turn it on for firmware upgrade, you need to hold these two keys, the PTT and the key right below it. Press and hold these. Make sure, okay, and then turn it on. You will see nothing in the screen here and the red light will stay on. This means that it is ready to accept the firmware upgrade. Now, okay, let's go back to the computer here. Run this. Okay, it will install there, yes. Okay, and launch. Okay, it will recognize if your radio is connected to your computer and the PC recognizes it. It will show you the COM port here. Now, the first thing you should do is to hit the connect button. Okay, if you see if the connect button after you hit it, you click it, is grayed out, it means that it has successfully connected. Nothing will show up on the radio. Okay, here it's connected, nothing. The radio is in the state waiting, accepting the firmware upgrade, to accept the firmware upgrade with the red LED there, LED, and the screen is off. Let's hit the get version first. Okay, it read the version that was installed there already of the firmware of the radio I have here. It's 1.2.9. Okay, let's hit update after that. There we go. Make sure the battery is charged. It will take some time. while this happens, the radio does not show you anything other than the red LED, as I mentioned earlier, that it's accepting your firmware. You only rely on this window here. Let's move this fast. And that's it. Finished. Upgrade successfully. You will see this window. Again, nothing on the radio. It's exactly as it was. Nothing has changed. It will show you nothing. Hit the OK button. Hit the get version again if you want to make sure there you have the new version. OK, then hit disconnect. OK, then turn off the radio and turn it back on so that you see here it's functioning. Let's see if it has been installed, if I have the new firmware. The version there, 1.3.6, and that's it. We have successfully upgraded the firmware on the Ailunce HD1. Let's move on to the next part of this video, which is to load the address book. Now let me show you what we will succeed by loading the address book. Here I have it on VFO mode. With the scan button you can change. With the scan button you can change the main VFO. Okay, this is a simplex DMR. I have the Retevis here. Okay, when you load the address book, what happens is you get, it's like call recognition. You get the information of the amateur radio operator that you're in QSO with. It also works through Dmr repeaters. Now we'll show you how it shows on simplex, but it also works through repeaters. I have this another the RT3. Okay, if I key here, this one, there you see, it shows. Let me turn this down first. Okay, this is an all call, that's why that's the ID. It shows my call sign, my name, and the other information that are stored in the database. Okay, the same thing happens when you're in QSO with someone through a Dmr repeater. Okay, now where can you find this information? If you go on Facebook, there's a very good group on Facebook which is called Ailunce HD1 / Retevis News and Support. And you can go to the file section, and here this is a very nice group because people here are sharing information they're preparing themselves, sharing with others. Okay. The file you need is a CSV file. I think the one is for. I think you can also use this one. This is the latest one. Okay, let's download this CSV file. Click on that. This is your file. Okay. Download. Okay, I have already downloaded it. From the link we used earlier to download the firmware, you can also it's a file. Okay, you can download the programming software. I have already installed the programming software. Okay, here we go. We need the programming software to get the to upload the address book on to our radio. Now, first thing we should do, our radio is connected, still connected. Okay, the first thing we should do is to always read your radio first. You can save this file as a backup, but it's a good thing to always read your radio first, so you're always up to date. You might have made some changes when you were using the radio. You can get these along. It asks you read data from radio. Do you wish to continue? Okay. It's reading here, if you see. It says PC read that data here. Okay, it always goes fast up to 42%, and it slows down a bit after that. Not sure why, but it's okay. Maybe it's reading other things in that part. It reboots. There. It says read the information. It says read OK. Okay. Now, you should go directly to contacts. Under contacts, you will see two folders here. The first is priority contacts, and the other one is address book contacts. That's the one we care about. These are the address book contacts. It takes a little time to load. Okay, it has opened. This is an empty file. If you see here, empty window. Whenever you're doing something to program your radio and you write to it, it does not mean that the address book contacts will be written. You need to explicitly read or write the contacts. I will not read the contacts now. I will load the file we downloaded. Here you click import contacts. See data loading. Okay, it's and downloads. Here HD1 address book. This is the CSV. The name, yeah, this was another file, an older file I have. This is the one I will load into it. It's different than the one we downloaded. I showed you to download earlier, but it doesn't really matter. You choose the file you want, the CSV. That was the latest one. They might name it something else. Okay, you load it. It's a CSV file. Hit open. And data loading. Please later. This is a mistake apparently. Please later. I think it wanted to say please wait. Please come back later, maybe, I don't know. This file contains right now I think around 80,000, or here import success, or 79,000, something like that. All the call signs that are registered for DMR should be in here. Okay. Now your radio is still connected to the with the programming cable. Okay. Hit write contacts. Write data to radio. Do you wish to continue? Okay. This will take some time. This will take a couple of minutes actually. If you see here, completion percentage. Okay, here you see nothing on the screen here, but the green LED blinks. It means that it is reading something that is being written from the PC. Okay, let's wait for this to finish. Here. 100%. The radio rebooted and it's in there. I already showed you this, but let's make sure that it works. The database has been loaded correctly. There we go, and it's in there. Okay, for this for the third part of this video, I will show you how to program a DMR repeater into the radio. Okay, let's get rid of the address book contacts. Let's go to the channel information. Okay, I have various channels here, digital repeaters and stuff like that, analog FM repeaters, 2 meter, 70 centimeters and things like that. I will add a new repeater here. with a specific talk group, a new DMR repeater, the first thing you should do is to create a group list. I will create these things again from scratch. Let me save this. Cancel. Okay, let's create a group called list. Here we go. Let's name it talk group 1, for example. Okay, we need talk group 1. Okay, we need to create also a contact. This is a priority contact, not an address book contact. We cannot create address book contacts here. Oh, let me. Okay, we need to create a priority contact like the one you see here. We hit the add button. It should be a group call. Okay, for a specific talk group. Let's name it something. TG2022, which is for my region here. If you want, you can enter this information. Not required, but okay. And the ID, I already have it, 2022. Will it accept it? Ah, no, it already exists. Okay, let's put another one, 2023, for example. The talk, or yeah, no, we can have the talk group number 9. Okay, let's name it this one, TG9, so that you can know what it is. Now let's go back. I have set up my priority contact. I have set up my receive group list. Let's add this contact to the receive group list. Okay, there we go, TG9, you select it and hit this button. You can also add from the address book contacts to the receive list. However, you need to know the ID, which is very, I don't know, painful. And this is the ID. It's not the ID of the contact. It's not the DMR ID. It is the number in the file, the sequence number in the file. So it's very complicated. They should change this. Anyway, we select the contact we want and we hit the right button here, priority contacts TG9 in talk group 1. Let's name it talk group 9 so that we know what we're talking about. Okay, and we are ready. Talk group is ready. Let's go over to our channel. Let's add the frequencies. Okay, receive frequency. Let me scroll. Can I scroll? Yeah. Let's go here. Okay, receive frequency 439.05. Transmit frequency, it is 1, yes, .45. Okay, it is a digital channel. Here select digital channel. Coding QT, DQT, these are the CTCSS tones. We don't care for digital. I always use low power. If I need higher power, I just change it. Scan add. This means that when you scan with the radio, this memory should be included in the scan. If you don't want it, you just select no here. I always want all my channels to be included in the scan. Bandwidth not relevant. We're in digital, and let's name this. This is the repeater Sierra Whiskey 2 Delta, and TG9 is the group, the talk group I will use. Okay, this is the basic. These are the basic settings. Now let's hit more here. This is clickable, and it will open this window where we need to make more DMR specific settings. Okay, timeout. I always change some basic things. For example, the timeout timer is set to 75 seconds. This is when you, for how long you can have the PTT pressed at once. After this interval expires, it just stops transmitting. I always set that to 2 minutes. Okay. If you see here, channel alias, the things we have already added, scan add. This part here is for if it was an analog channel, so we don't care about it. Let's move to the digital part here. Okay, this program, unlike the MD380, 390 or the RedTV RT3, RT6 and things like that, for the channel it has a work mode. This is a DMR work mode if you see in the radio. Let me show you right now where it is. For example, band A, no, band B, because it is a DMR. If you go down, this is the DMR mode. This work mode is the DMR mode in the menu and has simplex, repeater and double slot. Okay. The other radios do not have the TYT radios. When you're programming a repeater, you should set this to repeat. Regardless if you have set it to receive frequency and transmit frequency to the correct numbers, the correct frequencies, if you leave it to simplex, it will not work. You will be able to hear the repeater, but you will not be able to access it. So always make sure you have it to repeat. Double slot, I'm not sure what this is. I think it implies that it transmits on both time slots. I'm not sure. I will do some tests about this for this double slot. Not sure what it does exactly. For now we care about a repeat. That you should always set that, because if you add a new channel, by default it's always on simplex. Okay, you should always remember to set that work mode. Slot, you select the slot. Okay, the time slot is slot 2 here. ID setting, I have set my ID the radio here. You're saving it with an alias like this. These were already there. Let me show you. Oh yeah, I'll show you later. Color code is 1. Receive group lists, the one we created, talk group 9 here. You can add more contacts to the receive group list, but right now we only have this talk group we care about. We do not care about encryption. At least in ERU region 1, it is illegal to use encryption when you're transmitting in ham radio actually, but it has this option maybe if someone wants to use this for business purposes. I don't know, but this is primarily an amateur radio transceiver. Okay, kill code, make sure these are not these are set to none. Contacts priority, you're telling it basically where to read the contacts it should transmit to from. Okay, these are the priority and the address book. Now we care for the priority, and the contact here is, if we set this to address book, here, please input contact number. You should know the contact number. I'm not going to do that. There's no way I'm going to search for the contact in the address book. Okay, I'm only using the address book right now for the receive information. It needs to get the software needs to get better here. Okay, priority and select from the contacts I already have in there TG9, so that it transmits to that talk group only. And that's it. We are ready. Let's close this. I have set it up exactly how I want it. Okay, and let's write. Let me save that first. And let's write this information to the radio. First of all, let me switch to. Okay, when you are writing to the radio, make sure you are in a frequency. You have it set to frequencies where there's no activity, because if there is activity, it receives a signal when you're writing. I'm not sure what is going to happen. It happened to me. It didn't break the radio, but maybe I was lucky. I don't know. You should avoid this if necessary. Okay, hit this one, the right button. It asks you, do you wish to continue? Okay, and PC mode, PC write data. Despite the fact that it shows this here, if someone transmits those frequencies, I had it set to, it will normally receive as if it's not doing anything. I think that should also change. Okay, it gets slower after around 40 to 45%. Green light blinks. Almost there. 96, 97. And it reboots. Here we go. Okay, right, okay. Let's check here. You hit the exit button to switch between VFO and channel mode. And these are these channels were already programmed in there. Let's look for it. It should be the last one. These are analog. Dmr. No, I rounded. Link. Oops. There we go. Here it is. The channel we programmed in there. Okay. Don't forget after all this to save the Codeplug. This whole thing is the Codeplug, the channels, the settings, everything. This is what is called the Codeplug. Don't forget to save this after you're done so that you save your work. In case something happens, you have a backup of your entire radio basically on your PC. Okay, this has been another video from Ham Radio Reviews. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more Ham Radio review videos and anything ham radio related. 7.3 and stay tuned for more videos on the Ailunce HD1. Bye bye.